cultural phenomenon attracting an audience of over 120 million viewers from all over the world. Jessica Fellowes, the niece of Downton Abbey creator Julian Fellowes, has written several books to accompany the series, and she joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to see you. First off, can you explain the phenomenon that is this show? It's amazing.
No, I mean, it's one of those elusive questions that anyone attached to the show gets asked, and we all wish that we had the magic answer, you know, then we could just keep churning the programme out over and over again. But I think it kind of caught fire somehow. It did catch fire very quickly. That was what was extraordinary. Within the third episode of the first season, and then it's just gone on and on around the world. In fact, the figures are closer to 300 million around the world because right? China has now started watching it and they love it. Japan has started watching it.
The Queen watches it, I read.
Yes.
I mean, even she loves
I know. I hope she doesn't think it's a reality show. But
yeah, well, in her case, she wouldn't be that far off.
But is that part of the appeal? These people, I mean, it's a time gone past, maybe a time that we yearn for once again, and living kind of these lives of aristocracy that we all.
Yeah, I think when the show began, it was in the throes of the sort of global recession, and I think when times are tough, we often feel nostalgic. We look back to a time, we draw some comfort from that. But I think mainly it's about family. It's family above stairs, and it's also family below stairs. So whether your family is actual blood relations or colleagues that you work with, I think you can relate to the Downton Abbey scenario in a way.
Are some of the characters based on real life people?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, my uncle Julian Fellowes, who wrote the show, he, like any writer, drew on what he knew, and so it's a mixture of historical context and inspiration and families. So the Maggie Smith's character, the Violet, Dowager Countess, she's based on Julian's great aunt, Izzy Stevenson, who he said the two of them share the same mix of severity and kindness of
I
heart.
think she's my favourite. Maggie Smith does such a brilliant job.
Well, she is very good. She's very good. She's worked with Julian before. She said that this is the third lady I played for him. I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Who's most like their character?
Well, I think they're all very good actors. I mean, that's what makes me laugh. Very good, because Leslie Nichol, who plays Mrs. Patmore, she can't even open a tin of soup to save, you know.
Oh, really?
So she never does anything technical around the table. She just sort of looks cross and grumpy, and, you know, maybe looks at an apple or something. But Kevin Doyle, who plays Molesley, is not like Molesley really, but he's the only actor who would sort of confess to sharing something. He said the two of them defer to a man in uniform.
That's fantastic. What? Season 6 will be the final season.
Yeah.
Why?
We want more.
I know. I think we could have gone on, and of course, you know, for American series will go on for longer. But I think it takes it's a big effort to produce the show. They're filming for 6-7 months of the year, plus all the pre-production and post-production and so on. I think a lot of the younger actors, you know, they started as unknowns and now they're these global superstars, and I think there's a lot of opportunities out there. They're quite excited. They want to get out there and explore them. So I think there's a silver lining, because we'll see them go on and do exciting new projects. And Julian, too, has been commissioned by NBC to write another series, so fingers crossed.
Surprise, surprise, I'm shocked.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, now touring around, I know for those watching in the Toronto area, you'll be doing a speech, talk this weekend.
At the Hart House Theatre.
Yeah, tell us a bit about meeting fans of this series.
Oh, I love it. One thing is, what's very nice, when you're a writer, you spend most of your time sitting on your own behind a desk. So when I get to do the talks, I go out and see these huge fans, and I always say doing a Downton Abbey talk's a bit like doing a best man speech at a wedding, because everybody's in a really good mood, they want to have a good time, they love Downton Abbey. My favourite quote actually was the woman who owns the house that they filmed for Isabel Crawley's house in the real life village of Bampton in Oxfordshire, and I was talking to her and she was saying how people come, you know, they all come to the village now, they knock on the door, they peer over the garden wall and things, and I said, do you mind? And she said, oh no, the kind of people who like Downton Abbey are very nice people. You know? So I do this show that, you know, people often turn up in 1920s outfits, you know, they really get into the spirit of the thing.
People have completely embraced it, as we just mentioned. If you're in the Toronto area, Jessica will be speaking at Hart House Saturday at 2. Jessica Fellowes, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, Jessica. We're back after a quick break on this Friday. You're watching Global. Stay with us.